Once again, I don't do a lot of these live recordings very much, but I just wanted to put out an encouragement to men to be men. We live in a time where it is unfashionable for men to actually stand up and be men, stand for what is right, and stand against what is evil. It is high past time that real men stand up. The events of the past, well, what has become known in the past week, but apparently happened back in late August, it should bring shame to our gender. There were at least 4 men sitting around in that train who did nothing, and that one woman who walked off. I don't expect women to step up against assailants. They can if they wish, but I do not recommend it, nor do I want to encourage it. But men, it is our duty. It is our duty to protect the innocent. It is our duty to protect the vulnerable. It is our duty to protect the oppressed. Criminals must be dealt with, and dealt with swiftly and severely. When someone does an act like that in a public space, there is no other action to take except to put that person down. You put them down. Those 4 men were around and they saw a murder happen in front of their eyes. And then when that young woman crumpled to the floor of that train, no one stood up and at least checked on her. Maybe they didn't see what happened to know that there was actually an attack, but surely someone noticed when she fell to the floor. Were they so engrossed in their phones with their stupid earphones on? It's maddening. They're cowards, not worth to be called men. Men, it's time to stand up. It's time to be men. Good men are dangerous men. I firmly believe that. Particularly if you're able-bodied. I know there are men out there who have limitations. My brother Justin Peters, you're a good man. And I know given half the chance you would have stepped in and done something. I bet you would have tried to do something even in your state. Good men are not cowards. Good men act. We must foster this in ourselves and in our sons to teach them it is that violence, just violence itself, doesn't have to be evil. People keep saying violence is not the answer. Well, when violence is happening, violence most certainly is the answer to stop the violence that is happening. You meet force with force. De-escalate the situation. When someone is coming out with a deadly attack, we have the duty, if we are at all able, to step in and do something. Even at our own peril. You know, they say don't be a hero. You just have to be a man. That's it. You just have to be a man. It might be scary, yeah, but it surely was scary for her. It sickens me to see what happened in my own state. I'm ashamed of these people who call themselves North Carolinians. They bring shame upon themselves. They bring shame upon their families. They bring shame upon their state. They bring shame upon their nation. These men are not men. They're cowards. I feel very strongly about this. I have a family. I have children. I have a wife. I'm glad I don't live in the big city. We've got to protect our own, and we've got to protect those around us. that's all I got to say. Love your neighbor, defend them from the evil.